Hey guys, welcome back to Cruising with Matthew, and today I'm going to be talking all about my first day on board P&O Azura as she sailed past the Bay of Biscay on her way to her first port of call, Cadiz in Spain, so I really hope that you enjoy this. So as we woke up on our first full day at sea on board P&O Azura, we were super excited. Now I always love the first few days on a cruise as you're sailing towards the Mediterranean. Now I know a lot of people want to do things like fly cruises and get to your destination as soon as possible. I really like how you have 2 or 3 sea days before you get to your first port where you can really relax and settle into your cruise. And this is what I love about the longer 14-night Mediterranean cruises from Southampton, because you can do exactly that. And we had a very busy day of doing absolutely nothing on that first day, and I really just spent the whole day exploring Azura both inside and out. The weather was fantastic, and this is something that we felt very lucky about, especially sailing around the Bay of Biscay. The Bay of Biscay is a part of the world that cruisers, both veteran and new, tend to be a little bit uneasy about, especially my mum. She took a lot of anti-seasickness tablets the day before because the Bay of Biscay is notorious for having rough weather. Now for those of you who followed me on my previous vlog, this reputation is definitely warranted when we encountered around 6-metre waves on our way back from Lisbon on board P&O Oceana, so trust me, it isn't unfounded. However, luckily for us, we were lucky enough to have a fantastic day. The heat wave that England was experiencing really was extending to the vast majority of Europe during the start of July 2019, so we had fantastic weather all the way to Cadiz and really throughout the entire cruise. So immediately people were taking advantage of it, sunbathing, going in the pool and really soaking up that summer holiday feeling. And it was really nice to see everyone relax and start to enjoy themselves, because I always think embarkation day can be quite intense. You've got a lot of things to do and you're trying to find your way around the ship, whereas on that first sea day you can really relax into your cruise and start your holiday properly. And that's really what we did. For most of the morning we found a lovely spot on the deck and I just sat reading my book. Now around midday, every sea day of this cruise, me and my sister attended the Azura vocalists. Now this is something that P&O, as well as a variety of cruise lines I believe, hold every single sea day on their longer cruises. Essentially what happens is that you have members of the entertainment team teach you a variety of songs with your fellow passengers. Now this isn't something that's very intense, it tends to be quite easy music that is well known. You only really split into soprano, alto, tenor and bass, and it's really fun. And for those people who are a bit nervous or they're wanting to try out singing in a large group, this is a perfect opportunity and I absolutely love it. I've done choirs at home as well as a cappella, so this was something that I really enjoyed. What's really nice is that you get to meet passengers who you wouldn't normally get to know, as well as the entertainment team. So we had on this cruise Ben and Annie, who were both vocalists for the Headliners Theatre Company, and they were a fantastic duo, always making us laugh, and they were brilliant. And what makes it even better is that at the end of the cruise you get to perform in front of all your guests, and it really is a nice last hurrah moment before you finish the cruise, so I'd recommend it to anyone. And before we knew it, it was the evening and we needed to get ready for our first ever formal night on board Azura. Now on the first formal night of a cruise on a P&O ship, this tends to be the captain's gala night, and tonight was no exception. So me, my sister and mum all got dressed up in our formal wear, me in my tuxedo and my mum and sister in their long dresses, and we got ready to go to the captain's gala night. Now I absolutely love formal nights because I don't get the opportunity to dress fancily in my line of work because I work in a hospital lab, so it means that my fanciest piece of attire is a lab coat, and unfortunately a suit isn't part of the approved dress code. So I absolutely love this, as do my entire family. So it's really nice when you're walking through the ship to go to a particular venue, you see everyone dressed to impress, and I think most people put a lot of effort into it. You see all the ladies in some fantastic dresses and the men in all their smart jackets and things like that, and there's a huge variety of bow ties, something that I didn't expect to say, but there we go. It's something that P&O do uphold, and it's not as strict as other cruise lines like Cunard, but it is something to consider if you're wanting to go on a P&O cruise, and I absolutely love it. The captain gives a speech talking about the upcoming cruise, giving a few anecdotes as well as labelling the itinerary. You also get to meet your officers of the particular departments with the catering catering department nearly always getting the biggest round of applause, and all the while you're given a variety of free drinks, including red and white wine. You also have some gin and some non-alcoholic juices as well if you're not wanting to drink, and it's just a really nice fun atmosphere. And then you get to go down to the main dining room and have a gala meal. So this involves having a starter and a soup, a sorbet, a main, a dessert, petit four, coffee and a cheese board if you really want to. So believe me, you may need to pack some expanding trousers for those formal nights because you have the opportunity to have a lot of food, and I can definitely say that I took advantage of that a little bit. And it's just a really nice evening, so I'd implore anyone who maybe isn't 100% a fan to make the effort for that one night, because it's something that really is a highlight of my cruise in my opinion. Now, to top the whole evening off, when we got up on deck after eating, we were treated to the most gorgeous sunset. This is another thing I love about cruising. I do think the sunsets that you get on a cruise are some of the best that I've ever experienced, because you have no obstructions of buildings or landmass. There's something really humbling just watching the sun dip out of sight with all the beautiful colours. We also took advantage of the variety of bars on board Azura, and with it being formal night, we wanted to have a few drinks after dinner, so we went up to the Planet Bar. Now this is a brilliant feature on board most Grand Class ships, and essentially it is a bar which is situated right at the top and back of the ship and gives the opportunity to have beautiful views looking down the side of the ship or looking at the wake. And there was always a band or a duo playing in this area, and it really has such a nice atmosphere and was an extremely popular venue, especially as the cruise got on and more people realised its existence. We also really enjoyed having it for pre-dinner drinks as well if we could fit them in. And that was it. And then before we knew it, our first full day at sea was complete, and as you can tell, we absolutely loved it. So that is my second episode in my P&O Azura vlog series, and I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I'm so sorry it's been so long since my first episode in my Azura vlog series, and I know a couple of you have been posting asking when this one will be up, but as I mentioned in previous videos, I have moved and started a new job, so everything's been a bit higgledy-piggledy. However, luckily I'm now completely settled in, so I'll be able to start posting these with a bit more frequency. I really hope that you're enjoying it so far though, and I massively appreciate all the comments and feedback that you give me. To that end, please take a look at some of my other social media sites if you've enjoyed this video, including the likes of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and a Facebook group. Please like and subscribe because it's always appreciated, and if you want to know anything else or if you have any feedback, please comment below and I'd love to hear from you. So this is Cruising with Matthew, and thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.